Hi guys, ArchieLuxury channel. Today guys, I want to talk about one of my heroes as I was growing up, a role model, and none other than Christopher Skase. Christopher Skase was an Australian businessman who became a bit of a media mogul, and he was always well-groomed, well-spoken, and he also started buying the cool rock stations, FM 104. He just was so damn cool. And here's a recording where he was taking over FM 104.
We have stated previously an interest in acquiring additional radio stations. Queensland is our home. We've got hundreds of millions of dollars invested in the media and in the tourist industry in the state, so Queensland will continue to be our primary focus.
How cool was Christopher Skase? Well, not only was he a media mogul, he also owned Hardy Brothers. And Hardy Brothers was a Rolex authorized dealer. He owned his own Rolex AD. And Christopher Skase loved Louis Vuitton hard case luggage. He loved the finer things in life. Mercedes-Benzes, Rolls-Royces. He knew how to have a little bit of class and style. In fact, ArchieLuxury is basically inspired by the workings of good old Christopher Skase. Unfortunately, the socialist evil government at the time had a high interest rate policy. It would end badly.
On this day 30 years ago, the Seven Network was bought by Australia's youngest media mogul. Christopher Skase made the purchase through a Brisbane company.
It is a good transaction for both parties.
Eventually, it would be revealed that Skase's financial position was all a mirage.
And let's not forget there that Christopher Skase was no ordinary superhero. He was admired by many great men. Have a look at this young Malcolm Turnbull. Malcolm Turnbull would become the Prime Minister of Australia. That's correct. Malcolm Turnbull, the Prime Minister, actually stated in an interview that he admired Christopher Skase. How the mighty have fallen. Take a look at this here. At this interview where where Malcolm Turnbull lays praise on the legendary Christopher Skase.
What motivates that? What is it? Just high spirits, high energy?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I suppose it's reasonable amount of energy, but I mean, you compare yourself to people who I think are real achievers. I mean, you look at a fellow like Christopher Skase, who's presiding over a vast television and property empire, and he's 39 or 40 or something like that. So, I don't think that my achievements, such as they are all that.
Unfortunately for our legendary hero, Christopher Skase, things all went pear-shaped. He decided to flee to Spain to escape the harassment of the Australian media. One of the items that Christopher Skase held precious was a Louis Vuitton custom-made president. And his initials were promptly, like all media moguls, they were on his president, CCS. There we go. This is Christopher Skase's initials. The briefcase itself, I thought it was a super president, but I was wrong. This is actually a custom-made president. The pontiff himself brought a few Louis Vuitton pieces to see this Christopher Skase artifact. And we could see some very, very unique differences. The sizing of the Skase case is different. That's correct. The sizing is different. It's quite interesting how this was done. The When I first saw photos of the legendary Christopher Skase briefcase, I thought it was just a president, a super president, a grand president, but it's not. This is a complete custom piece, and it was slightly smaller. Do you know why it was slightly smaller? It was designed to fit in Christopher Skase's Rolls Royce. That's correct. Custom shortened to fit in the Rolls fucking Royce. Christopher Skase's personal briefcase. If only the bag could talk, it would say so much. Unfortunately, the little spring bar in the lock is not working. But let's take a look inside this custom-made briefcase. And this is the most amazing briefcase you've ever seen. This was done by Louis Vuitton's custom order department. And look at the back there. This is complete custom attachments. We've got a filing system in the back. We've got pen holders. We've got credit card holders. And we've also got big pockets to store items in. This briefcase has many unique things that I will show you in this documentary. If only this briefcase could talk. Secret compartments, secret panels. The flooring reveals a section under the briefcase for extra storage. What a perfect arrangement. A hidden floor where you can put contracts, deeds, and US dollars. The briefcase itself, have a look inside here. These would have been packed with a Hewlett-Packard calculator, maybe. What would it have been packed with? 50s and 100s? Who knows? The great Skase case. And then it's got pop rivets. Look at this. Pop rivets. I've never, ever seen anything like it. 3 pop rivets and a hinged bottom. It's got a secret compartment at the back of the briefcase. This is where you keep your bearer bonds. Have a look at the screws. This is not custom work. This is all done by Louis Vuitton. This was all done by Louis Vuitton for Christopher Skase. It's absolutely amazing. You look at this case here, and this was a custom project. Apparently, talking to people who knew Christopher Skase, he spent many hours designing this briefcase and instructed Louis Vuitton on how to proceed. How to proceed indeed. It's just an amazing piece of history. The Skase case, the Christopher Skase custom-made Louis Vuitton briefcase. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. His initials proudly displayed on the front. Proudly displayed. Proudly displayed like the true entrepreneur this man was. The business genius. The role model for young Archibald Chesterfield III. What does the CCS stand for? Christopher Charles Skase. That's correct. Christopher Charles Skase. And this briefcase itself there. Christopher Skase was an entrepreneur. He fell on some very, very hard times. It's like anything. Australians love to pull down the tall poppies. They like to pull down the poor poppies. He was successful. He did very, very well. Christopher Skase was a little bit decadent. His 40th birthday party in 1988 was rumoured to have cost $450,000. In one incident, he was rumoured he flew his private jet from Port Douglas to Melbourne to pick up a dress for Pixie. It all became a bit out of control. What happened? Well, interest rates were vicious, double-digit interest rates approaching 20%. Quintex, his company, was basically highly leveraged. Christopher Skase asked the board of Quintex to pay one of his private companies. The board refused. And then the matter was reported to the ASC, the Australian Securities Commission. That's right, the bureaucrat stepped in. Instead of recognising the genius that was Christopher Skase and cutting the poor fucker a bit of slack, no, it all went guts up. He started selling assets for way less than they were worth and way less than he'd paid. It was a bad situation. He ended up taking $900,000 of antiques and furniture, including this Louis Vuitton briefcase, to Spain. He went to Spain. Christopher Skase himself there, it didn't go so well for him. He media sort of made fun of his decadent ways, and they were out to get him. Like anyone successful who falls on hard times, Aussies kick you in the fucking guts. Nasty fucking Australian cunts. Instead of leaving this guy alone and letting him live out his last days, no, they wouldn't fucking forget it. It was all fucking nasty. All fucking nasty. And I gotta say, Christopher Skase himself there, they started proceedings to extradite him. He was placed in prison. This was in Spain overnight. And this is a sophisticated business executive, not a fucking seasoned criminal. It all went badly. Unfortunately, Christopher Skase, you could argue the persistent cries from the media helped. He died of stomach cancer in August 2001 before proceedings to bring him back to Australia could be successful. What a bunch of cunts! The legendary Christopher Skase. And for the viewers of this channel, I'm showing you one of the great Christopher Skase artifacts. The custom-made Louis Vuitton President briefcase. Exclusive on the ArchieLuxury channel. I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. And I, in this video here, salute you, Christopher Skase. You will always be dear to my heart. I will always love you and admire you. You are a great Australian. From the creators of the ArchieLuxury, the Paul Pluta, and the ArchieLuxury corporate channel comes something very special and appetizing. Elite broadcasting, heavy-hitting journalism, now powered by the ArchieLuxury Media Group. Please stay tuned for elite broadcasting. 120,000 subscribers, can't be wrong. Oops, yes, we used to be Elite NWO, but we had to rename when the left wing got nasty. They got nasty that we were telling the truth. Elite Broadcasting invites free speech for all. Elite Broadcasting, powered by the ArchieLuxury Media Group.
Hey Archie Luxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.